Today our topic is what the Stoics thought about love and relationships. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life by focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot. The Stoics believed that love and relationships are important, but they also thought that we should approach them with wisdom and care. They did not see love as something that should make us lose control or become overly attached. Instead, they believed that love should be based on virtue, reason, and understanding. The Stoics taught that love is a natural part of life. We are social beings, and it is normal for us to form connections with others. However, they warned that love can also bring pain and suffering if we are not careful. This is because we often become too attached to people or things, and when we lose them, we feel deep sadness. The Stoics believed that the key to avoiding this pain is to love wisely. They said that we should love others, but we should also remember that everything in life is temporary. People come and go, and relationships change. If we accept this truth, we can enjoy love without being destroyed by it. One of the most famous Stoic philosophers, Epictetus, said that we should not try to control other people. He believed that trying to control someone else is a mistake because we cannot control their thoughts, feelings, or actions. Instead, we should focus on our own behavior and how we respond to others. For example, if someone we love does something that upsets us, we should not blame them or try to change them. Instead, we should look at our own reactions and ask ourselves why we are upset. The Stoics believed that by focusing on ourselves, we can become better people and have healthier relationships. Another important Stoic idea is that love should be based on virtue. Virtue means living a good and moral life. The Stoics believe that true love is not just about feelings or emotions. It is about caring for someone in a way that helps both of you grow as people. For example, if you love someone, you should encourage them to be their best self. You should also try to be a good example for them. The Stoics thought that love is not just about what we get from a relationship, but also about what we give. If we love someone, we should want to help them become wiser, kinder, and more virtuous. The Stoics also believed that we should not depend on others for our happiness. They thought that happiness comes from within, not from external things like money, fame, or even love. If we depend on someone else to make us happy, we will always be disappointed. This does not mean that we should not care about others or enjoy their company. It simply means that we should not let our happiness depend on them. The Stoics said that we should find joy in our own character and actions. If we do this, we can love others without losing ourselves. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote about love and relationships in his book Meditations. He said that we should treat others with kindness and respect, even if they do not treat us the same way. He believed that everyone is connected, and we should see ourselves as part of a larger community. This means that we should care for others, not just because we love them, but because it is the right thing to do. Marcus Aurelius also said that we should not expect others to be perfect. Everyone has flaws, and we should accept them as they are. If we can do this, we will have more peace in our relationships. The Stoics also talked about the importance of self-love. They believed that we cannot truly love others if we do not love ourselves. This does not mean that we should be selfish or think only about ourselves. It means that we should take care of our own well-being and work on becoming better people. The Stoics thought that self-love is about understanding our own worth and living according to our values. If we do this, we will be able to love others in a healthy and meaningful way. One of the challenges of love and relationships is dealing with loss. The Stoics understood that losing someone we love can be very painful. However, they believed that we should not let this pain control us. Instead, we should accept that loss is a natural part of life. The Stoics said that we should appreciate the time we have with the people we love, but we should also be prepared for the possibility of losing them. This does not mean that we should not care or feel sad when someone is gone. It simply means that we should not let our sadness take over our lives. The Stoics believed that by accepting the reality of loss we can find peace and move forward. The Stoics also had some advice for handling conflicts in relationships. They believed that disagreements are normal, but we should approach them with calmness and reason. When we are upset, we should take a moment to think before we speak or act. The Stoics said that anger and frustration only make things worse. Instead of reacting with emotion, we should try to understand the other person's point of view and find a solution that works for both of us. This does not mean that we should always agree with others, but we should try to resolve conflicts in a way that respects everyone involved. Another important Stoic idea is that we should not expect too much from others. The Stoics believe that many problems in relationships come from unrealistic expectations. For example, if we expect someone to always be there for us, or to always understand us, we will likely be disappointed. The Stoics said that we should accept people as they are and not try to change them. This does not mean that we should tolerate bad behavior, but we should understand that everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses. If we can do this, we will have more realistic and satisfying relationships. The Stoics also believed that we should be grateful for the people in our lives. They thought that gratitude is an important part of love. When we appreciate what others do for us, we strengthen our relationships and create a sense of connection. The Stoics said that we should not take people for granted. Instead, we should show them that we value them and are thankful for their presence in our lives. This can be as simple as saying thank you or doing something kind for them. Gratitude helps us focus on the positive aspects of our relationships and reminds us of what is truly important. In conclusion, the Stoics had a lot to say about love and relationships. They believed that love is a natural and important part of life, but it should be approached with wisdom and care. The Stoics taught us to love without becoming too attached, to focus on our own behavior, and to base our relationships on virtue. They reminded us that happiness comes from within, and that we should not depend on others for our well-being. The Stoics also encouraged us to treat others with kindness, accept their flaws, and be grateful for their presence in our lives. By following these Stoic principles, we can build stronger, healthier, and more meaningful relationships. Love is not always easy, but with the right mindset we can navigate its challenges and find joy in the connections we share with others.